Going down to the house of sausage. I got my barbecue shoes on. Going down to the house of sausage. I got my barbecue shoes on.
Welcome to BBQ Today we're going to do some low and slow spare ribs and sweet corn on the grill and smoker. Man, it's easy to do. All right. We like to soak our corn and husk, and including the silk, for at least 3 or 4 hours, even overnight, in a bucket of sugar water. This will freshen up that corn and taste real good. Because we're going to throw this on the grill. Now here we got a couple of slabs of pork ribs. These are spare ribs. And of course the first thing you want to do here is want to take off the excess fat. And you can check out the BBQPitBoys.com and get a closer look at how to do it, or even check out the tube. All right, they're ready to go. Now what we want to do here is marinate them and cover up with some apple juice here, and take a whole lemon and the juice of a whole lemon in there. And we'll let these ribs marinate for at least a couple hours. We throw them back in the cooler or in the refrigerator. Now what we want to do is make a rub here. So we got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar there, and about 1 tablespoon of salt. We got 1 tablespoon of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. And then we're going to put about a half a tablespoon of cumin. This is fine ground cumin. And we're going to use about a half a tablespoon of granulated garlic. And here I've got some dry mustard. You just use about 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. And then we're going to add a little heat. And this is about a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can add a little more if you want. And then about a half a teaspoon of pepper. Here's some fresh ground peppercorn. All right. And just use your fingers in here to just blend it up. Now that was easy enough now, wasn't it? All right. Now we're going to have some sauce here, and we're going to use a basic sauce. Now you can adjust these quantities if you want, but you got to check this out here. We're going to start with about 2 cups of ketchup. Then we're going to add to that about a half a cup of brown sugar. And then add to it about a 1/4 cup of vinegar, and here we've got some cider vinegar. And then here we got about 2 tablespoons of prepared yellow mustard. And about 2 tablespoons of fresh ground peppercorn. And about a tablespoon of salt. And 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then about 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic. And then take about a half of a lemon juice. All right. Now we're gonna simmer this real slow simmer for about 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. smells good already. All right, we're going to use that for basting, mopping, and we'll use it for some dipping sauce. All right. A miracle of time. These pork ribs now have been soaking in that apple juice and lemon juice now for a couple hours. Then you want to wipe off the excess juices on there, because we're going to put on some of that homemade dry rub we just made. Now, the amount of dry rub we just made here is good for about 8 pounds of these ribs. Now, you want to sprinkle it on fairly lightly. All right. Now we're going to let these rest for another couple hours. Just wrapping them in some aluminum foil. You can put them in a bag. Just bring them back to your cooler or refrigerator. Right. It's time to put these ribs on the grill. Like I said, it's been about 2 hours. And you want to put the bone side down. And here we're doing indirect heating, charcoal on one side. And so we're going to do low and slow. Here, and I'm going to take that other slab and we're going to bring it to a water smoker. This is going to take about 4 hours to do. You want to set your temperature at about 250, no more than 275. All right, I'm getting hungry for some barbecue. All right.
What's this?
I'm going to add some bag of marinated chicken legs to this barbecue.
Nice. Good.
Okay, we're about an hour into this low and slow here, and this is when I like to add maybe a chunk of apple wood, or you got some mesquite. And just 1 or 2 small chunks will do, because we want to do a real light smoke on this. Of course, now we got some time to kill. Now you can do your chores, or maybe you can pitch some shit.
There it is.
Okay. Now we're about 3 hours into this low and slow, and this is when you want to start mopping with that homemade barbecue sauce. And you don't have to flip these ribs, just keep that bone side down. It works real good. Man, look at that. About another hour to go. You hungry or what? chicken legs are just about getting done. This is when we throw on that corn that's been marinating in that sugar water. It doesn't take long to do the corn. Depends how hot the temperature is in your grill. You basically want to get them nice and hot. Alright, time to eat. Pull those chicken legs off. Shuck some of that corn. And let's pull these ribs off. Like I said, it's been about 4 hours. It's time to eat. Pat of butter on there. Slice up these ribs.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man, look at that. Yeah, boy.
Man.
Wow.
You smell that? It smells good. So the next time you're looking for a good recipe for your next barbecue, you check out BBQPitBoys.com.